as humans, we're social animals, and one of the things we do when we meet people is to eat. And you meet friends, and you meet your family, and you eat. And this is quite normal. So what do you do when you're on intermittent fasting? Well, the solution that I found, and I think this is quite an obvious solution, is that I eat with them. And so I time my meals, so to speak. Because if I know I'm going to be meeting friends and all the rest of it, then I won't eat until I see them. Now, of course, this does mean that there's a little bit of hunger involved, because it could be that you don't see them till like 27 hours or so after you've last eaten. In which case, it does mean that depending on how much you ate earlier, you could get a little bit on the hungry side. Now, one thing to bear in mind is that this is not a competition, and I've always had in my mind that, well, if I get hungry, I eat, and that's it. I don't have to. I don't have to do this. So it's not a case of forcing yourself. But if you're you're going out with some friends, you're seeing your family or something, then eat with them. That is a normal thing. Now, the thing that will happen is that they will notice that you look different. They'll see that you're thinner, for example. And this will certainly come up in conversation. And so you might want to tell them how you did it. If they realize that you're on intermittent fasting, they're going to understand that you're going to eat more than anybody else. It stands to reason. You haven't eaten for a day. They ate 3 or 4 hours earlier, then you're going to eat more than they are. And I think that so far anyway, I found that people understood that. In fact, it was a case of making sure I ate enough. That's my experience. Another thing that you possibly get as well, when people see you eating a lot of their food, you go into someone's house to eat and you eat a stack, then they're very happy. People like to see you eating their food and enjoying it. So that is, I think, the solution. I'm staying with friends at the moment. I eat with them. They know that I'm fasting other than that, and they do try to force a lot of food on me. So that I think is the solution. For those who are doing longer fasts, I can understand there may be a problem. I also understand the problem for those, for example, people who have a family, you've got kids or something, you really want to eat, certainly at the weekends, you want to be eating your breakfast and the other meals with the kids. For those of us on intermittent fasting, we're not eating breakfast anyway, probably. There may be people who eat the one meal a day in the morning, though I think that's very rare. There's a solution. I think it works. Try it. One thing I would say is, though, for example, I've got out with friends of mine to pubs and things. I don't drink alcohol, and I just don't like the taste of it. And I've got by to this stage of my life without drinking beer or shots or a hard drink or anything like that. And so it's not a problem. Thing is now, because I won't drink the likes of so-called fruit juices, orange juice, I'm certainly not going to drink cola or any other liquid sugar drink. I'm just drinking water. Again, it's not a problem. People understand. One thing you don't want to do, of course, is to make your friends feel bad. It's this. You've got to be careful how you do it. If somebody asks you, your friend might ask you, what do you think of this dress? You think, well, you've got a choice, haven't you? Either tell the truth, or you can give the diplomatic response, and we all give the diplomatic response. So by saying things like this, you don't want to try and force it on them, like the Jehovah's Witnesses or somebody that tries to force their religion on you. You just want to do it in such a way to say how it's worked for you. People will ask. Always do ask, and then they'll give their advice, say, you should be eating 5 times a day, and that's the way to get thin. But don't argue back with them. Enjoy yourself and talk about things you normally talk about. Your family matters, the football, and what the weather's like.